If the Nine Noble Virtues are truly ancient Norse teachings, why can't you seem to find them in the Eddas or the Sagas? And if they were created in the 1970s and 80s, why do so many people treat them like Viking Age scripture? Now, before people start losing their minds, I know I just did a video on the Nine Noble Virtues, and they're not bad principles. Courage, discipline, honor, perseverance. Most people would benefit from living by them, but here's where things get interesting. The Nine Noble Virtues are not ancient Norse teaching. They're modern, very modern. Unfortunately, a lot of people assume they came directly from the Vikings, but they didn't. They weren't found carved into rune stones, they weren't pulled from the Poetic Eddas, and they weren't handed down from the Viking Age. The virtues most people quote today were actually organized and formalized in the 70s and 80s. And this is where the controversy starts. Some of the groups involved in creating and promoting them had connections to extremist and racialist ideologies. That's one reason many modern heathens and Norse pagans completely reject the framework. Now let's make this crystal clear. That doesn't automatically make every virtue bad. Courage isn't bad. Discipline isn't bad. Honor isn't bad. The question is where the framework came from. When you actually read the Havamal, you don't find commandments. You don't find a rigid list. You find advice, observations, wisdom, context. The Old Norse world wasn't built around universal moral laws. It was built around relationships, family, community, reputation, and frith. What was right often dependent on circumstance. Ancient Norse didn't leave some pagan 10 commandments. Modern people created one because they wanted structure. And honestly, I think that's where a lot of confusion comes from. People want simple answers. 9 words, 1 list, 1 code. History is rarely that neat. The sagas are full of difficult choices, conflicting loyalties, gray areas, the kind of situations where one virtue can directly conflict with another. So if you're serious about understanding Norse ethics, don't stop at the 9 Noble Virtues. Read the Havamal, read the Eddas, read the sagas. Study the actual sources. We need to remember the Old Norse left us wisdom. Modern organizations created the system. So do I think the 9 Noble Virtues contain good principles? Absolutely. Do I think they're ancient Norse teachings? No. And if you're going to claim something as part of the old ways, we should be honest about where it actually came from. Stay ruthless, stay awake, and never let them control you.